In this video, we will create my custom room card. For those who watched the live stream, you already had a little bit of a sneak peek of this card. This is probably the most advanced card I have ever created. Here you can see it in action on my dashboard. The card features two modes, lighting and climate. By double tapping on the card, you can change between these two modes. In lighting mode, we can change the brightness of the light with the slider, whereas in climate mode, we can change the temperature. It also features an indicator icon in the top left. As you can see in the office, there is motion detected. That's me recording this video. In the kitchen, you can see that there's a window open. It also detects if the heater is on or if music is playing. Before we start, please make sure you have button card and my cards bundle installed. Let's start building the card. First, we add a button card and set our entity. This one is really important. For each room, you have to create an input boolean. This is how we are changing between the two different modes. Then we define some variables. We set the icon of the room and all unnecessary entities. So in my case, light, climate, window sensor, motion sensor and media player. If you don't have one of these entities, you can just create a dummy input boolean and use this one instead. Afterwards, we set the name and tab action. For the icon, we return the variable icon, and for the label, we just return the state of the entity for now, because we will change this later. We set show label to true and show state to false. I'm also adding triggers update here and return all of the different entities we have. Actually, this is not necessary anymore, as there was an updated button card shortly after I recorded this video. For the hold action, we set service light toggle and return our light variable. And for the double tap action, we set toggle. This is what will make the card switch between the two different modes. This is how we will implement the functionality of the card, but let's first work on the rest of the card. We add a custom field called icon2 for the indicator icon. In this we add a new button card and set an icon. We will use quite a bit of JavaScript code here. It will go through the different entity variables we set and see if any of them should be displayed. If not, it will either show the thermostat icon or the light bulb icon, depending on the state of the input boolean. Let's style this card. For the background color of the card, we can copy the JavaScript code and set a different color depending on which indicator is shown. The width and height becomes 35 pixels. For the icon, we set width 20 pixels, and for color, we copy the JavaScript code from the background color and set the color variables to black and contrast 20. Let's style the main card. For the grid, we set 3 rows. The first one has icon 2, the second one has the icon and then the label, and the last one just has the name. For the columns, we set 25 pixels, 1FR, 1FR, and for the rows, we set 1FR, min content, min content. The card gets a height of 130 pixels. For the background color, we can copy the JavaScript code again. This time, we only want the card to be yellow if the light is on, so we change the two variables and delete what we don't need. Box shadow becomes none and padding is 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 14 pixel, 14 pixel. For the icon we set a width of 25 pixel, padding top 10 pixel, margin top 7 pixel, and for the color we can copy the JavaScript code from the background and change the color variables to black and contrast 20. IMG cell gets justify content flag start. For the name we set justify self start, font size 11 pixel, margin bottom 3 pixel, opacity 0.7, and for the color we copy the same code as we used for the icon. The label gets justify self start, font size 25 pixel, margin top 11 pixel, padding top 10 pixel, padding left 7 pixel, font weight 300 and the same color code. Lastly, we style a custom field. Icon 2 gets margin top minus 10 pixel, margin left minus 5 pixel, justify self start, align self center and a width of 24 pixel. Our card looks quite good already, but it's still lacking the custom features, so let's go back to the top and work on the state attribute. If the input boolean is on, we want to show the climate controls. For that we add the current temperature attribute for the climate variable to the label. Now we have to change the style of the card a little bit. We can copy the grid templates that we used before. We will adapt them a little bit though. The grid template columns becomes 25 pixel, 1FR 30 pixel, and in the template area, the third column becomes the slider column. Now we add another custom field named slider. Inside, we add another custom button card. For the entity, we return the variable climate. We set show label to true, show name and show icon to false. For the label, we return the temperature attribute. In the custom button card, we add a custom field named minus. This is another custom button card with the icon minus. The styling of this card is very simple. We set the width and color for the icon, and for the card we set box shadow and background to none. For the tab action we set the service climate.setTemperature, which we will call with two data attributes. For temperature, we take the current temperature attribute, minus 0.5, and for the entity we return our climate variable. We can now copy this whole custom field and edit another time. We just change the name and icon to plus and change the temperature calculation in the service call to add 0.5. Now let's style the card. For the grid templates we set plus, label and minus on top of each other. The column becomes 1FR, and for the rows we set min content 1FR min content. The card gets background of contrast 1, padding of 5 pixel, border radius of 12, height 100 pixel and width 26 pixel. For the label we set font weight 500, font size 8 pixel and color contrast 20. The climate functionality is done. Let's copy the state attribute and paste it another time. We delete the custom field slider and change the value to off. Now when we double tap the card, the mode changes to the light mode. In the label we add an if function. If the light is on, we want to show the brightness percentage. For that we adapt the code to the right variables. If the light is off, it should still show the temperature of the room. Let's work on the light slider. We add a customized slider v2 card and return the light variable for the entity. We set the color mode to brightness and vertical to true. Now we style the slider. For the container we set background none and border radius 100 pixel. The card gets height 100 pixel and width 26 pixel. For the background we set some JavaScript code. If the light is on, the background is a gradient that goes from 30% white to 100% white. If the light is off, the color is contrast 1. For track we set overflow visible and background none, and for progress background none as well. Thumb gets the same JavaScript code for background. We just have to adapt the color variables to black and contrast 20. We set height to 4 pixel, top 0 pixel, width 26 pixel and border radius 0 pixel. And with that, our custom room card is done. Here you can see how it looks with the lights on and how to use the slider. If you want to adapt it to another room, we can just copy the card and change all the variables. As I said before, it is very important that each card has its own input boolean. For the variables, you set a different icon and the sensors from the new room. Lastly, we have to change the name and the navigation path. And that's all you need to change to adapt it to a new room. When I was showing the new card on stream, and later we had a discussion about it on the Discord, a lot of people asked for a version with cover controls as well. So I made two other versions which are included in the Gumroad link as well. One for light and covers and one for climate and covers. As I don't own any covers myself, I couldn't test those versions, but I think they should work nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed the video and got some inspiration for your own dashboard. As I said, if you are interested in the full code for these cards, you can find the link in the description. If you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. If you need help with any of the cards, feel free to join our Discord server. Check out my other videos in which I create more custom cards, show off cool Hux cards, and a tour of my personal dashboard. I also plan on doing some live streams in the future where we can design cards together. Thanks for watching.